What's up, guys? It's Rush here. I appreciate everyone watching the video. My topic today is on the game that I am playing, which I don't own anymore because after I finished this game, I went and traded it in for the second and final time. Call of Duty Ghosts. If you can't tell which Call of Duty this is. Yeah, this was the last game I played on the map Overlord. Actually a decent map, not great by any stretch of the means, but that's one of the major problems that Call of Duty has had over the last few years is their maps have not been great. There have been a few here and there that have been awesome, but then most of them are generic, and I feel like they're getting worse as they go.
Team deathmatch.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I got rid of the game, why I traded in, and why people are just burnt out on the series. So, I don't know where to start, but let's start with the fact that this series is annualized. Everyone knows we get a Call of Duty every November, like clockwork. The only year that we did not get a Call of Duty was 2004. So there was the original in 03, Call of Duty 2 in 2005, and so 04 was the only year we got a break.
We're in the lead.
They've been rotating with Treyarch and Infinity Ward, and now they got a third company in there, Sledgehammer, who are going to be making that Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that comes out next month. I do have that pre-ordered. I'm a little skeptical about it, but I like Kevin Spacey, as I mentioned in a previous video. So I think the story is going to be good. You know, it has the potential to be pretty good. Multiplayer, I don't know. I've heard people that have played it like it. It's it's going to be up in the air. You know, it'll be tough. It's a tough sell, really. But I will give it a fair chance if I pick it up, unless the reviews just completely tank it. I don't know. This could go really any other which way. But I'm very interested to see what the Call of Duty community thinks of it, for sure. Another big thing is that, like I said, the maps. I don't think the maps have gotten better over the years. I think they've, some of the best maps that were created by the original Infinity Ward. A lot of those high-ups and main members of Infinity Ward went on to work at Respawn Entertainment, which made Titanfall. So Infinity Ward is really Infinity Ward, only in name. A lot of the maps have not been as good. I mean, you look at Modern Warfare 3, there's a lot of like small maps in that, and then they try to fix it with this because they do have some bigger maps, but some of the bigger maps you won't find anybody at. So that's a problem right there in itself. If you think about it, compared to Battlefield, Battlefield has great maps. Now they only ship with 9 maps typically, but those maps are huge, and there's vehicles and this and this and that. Which brings me to my next point, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield in general. Battlefield 4 is now working properly. I will talk about that and what the problems were that in another video, but it's working now, and with the premium edition coming out October 21st, this month, it's gonna help, raise the value of Battlefield and help fight against Call of Duty. Because I used to be, for my military shooter, Call of Duty, no question about it. Modern Warfare 1 was great, 2 was really good, for the most part, 3 was so-so. But, I mean, if I want to play a shooter, a military shooter, I'm going to be playing Battlefield. There's a number of reasons why, and I'll keep going with it. The maps. You can pick what map you want to start on and play. And in Battlefield 3, you can actually just play that map the whole time. You can just play that map the entire night if you want to. You can just stay in a lobby that's only that map, which is really, really cool. The dedicated servers are great. Like for this map, I bought the reason I rebought this game, because I did sell it earlier this year, was I love Pavilion. It's from Modern Warfare 2. It's one of my favorite maps. It has a great verticality to it. And it's just one of those games that is great for every single mode. So I was very happy to get to play that again, but you can't play it now. There's no playlist for it. So you essentially have to have all the maps and kind of hope you end up in there, in that map. So that's kind of, put it bluntly, it's pretty shitty that you spend an extra $15 on a map pack and you can't play the maps that you want, like I have a friend who has Battlefield 4, and he only has one of the map packs, not all 4. But we can go play those maps anytime. There's no problem with that. So it's almost like they punish you in Call of Duty Ghosts for only having one map. So that's to me, that's pretty shady. But that's unfortunately what Call of Duty has become, pretty shady. And another thing too is Ghost was just Ghost itself is a very disappointing game. The story was okay. It was not special. I didn't think, it just didn't do anything for me. It leaves you on a cliffhanger at the end, and it's kind of a stupid cliffhanger. It's almost like, oh, they're gonna make another one. Well, whatever. Well, I knew they were gonna make another Call of Duty, but I was kind of hoping they weren't gonna make another Ghost. It's just too much of the same, and what they changed does not work. Everybody and their brother hates the fucking dog. I'm glad I don't have the other game I played today up. I don't know if I will put it up because I got killed by the fucking dog about 18 times in there. It is pretty ridiculous when you see the dog before he sees you. You shoot, you miss, the dog kills you in one bite. It's funny too, because Sledgehammer had asked on Twitter, the people who are making Advanced Warfare, what can we do to improve on Ghost? You know, we don't want to make the same mistakes that they did. And I was like, yeah, don't fucking put any dogs in it. No, do not get any. Can you imagine? It is Advanced Warfare. I'd be really fucking frightened if they have like robot dogs, shit like that. No fucking thank you. Keep dogs out of the multiplayer. If you're gonna put them in the campaign, don't put them in our multiplayer, please. So yeah, the story didn't really work, the maps aren't really that good, the replay value is low, and it's not just Ghosts. I mean, you think about it like, look, I just died, you just saw me die, you can instantly hit the X button and I can be brought back. So essentially, if I'm playing really shitty, I'm actually having an average game, I would say, nothing special. I think I went 10 and 12 maybe, but I mean, I just respawn, and if I want to, I can keep respawning, and just, I could die 10 times in 30 seconds if you know, if everything goes on not according to plan. I mean, you spawn, and the maps are smaller, it's easier to spawn into the wrong area, for sure. So that's frustrating. You almost kind of wish that they would take 2-3 seconds before they allow you to respawn. It would be smarter, because you would die less. And then you might rethink your strategy. Because, I mean, even if you're not playing for a few seconds, you think about it like, alright, I don't want to die and sit around. Even if it was 5 to 10 seconds, it would make a difference. That's so much not the case. And then, you know, like I said, people are just burnt out on Call of Duty. Ghosts, they do expect Advanced Warfare to not sell as well as Ghost, which is good, but the expectations lower. I would really like them to take a year off, but I don't think we'll see that in the near future. But again, the games aren't getting better. You can't expect the sales to keep going up. So we'll see how Advanced Warfare is going to tilt the balance of Call of Duty in either its favor or against it. You know, if it's bad, I've talked to friends and they're like, this is my last go with Call of Duty for a while. Like, if Advanced Warfare is disappointing, I'm not like getting a Call of Duty every year. Because if you keep buying the game and it sucks, you're part of the problem, you know. So you gotta you know, let your wallet speak, as I mentioned in other videos on other games. So yeah, so that's why I traded in Ghost, just to get rid of it. I mean, Battlefield 4 does everything for me, for multiplayer on next gen. 64 players compared to this, which is only 18, and it's kind of not a lot of fun, to put it nicely. I mean, that's the consensus for the community. It's a legend. It's not that great of a game. I see plenty of them on the wall at GameStop sitting there waiting to be bought, and it's not going to happen. So I want to thank everybody for watching the video, guys, and listen to my rant. Take care. See you guys all later.